I made a video a couple of weeks ago talking about how important having a YouTube channel is for any agency that you run, and I stand by it. I actually think it's one of the most important things you should have for your overall marketing strategy. But in this video, I also want to talk about the importance of having a newsletter. Now, obviously, I'm probably a little bit biased because I run an email and SMS marketing agency myself, but I can speak to the results that I've generated from my newsletter for my agency. My name's Gavin. I run an email and SMS marketing agency. I don't have anything to sell you in these videos. I just make them to document my own journey, and maybe in the future, I'll try and sell you a course, right? Everyone ends up making a course. But if you like the video, subscribe, check out all my other stuff. But in today's video, I do want to talk about how I've grown a newsletter, how you can grow a newsletter, and the importance of having a newsletter. When it comes to generating leads, I think in the B2B space, a lot of it just comes down to top of mind awareness. And what you're trying to do, at least in my mind, is create word association. The way that I create word association is in relation to the words email marketing. Whenever somebody thinks about email marketing, I want them to think about Gavin, that's me, by the way, and Inbox, which is my email marketing agency. And the way I do that is by being present. Now, YouTube is a way to be present because you're creating videos, and it also has a really added benefit of being behind a camera. There's something about being behind this camera that makes people trust you more. They see your stuff, they know you know what you're talking about because they can get a vibe of how you speak and everything like that. So I stand by that. But also, you want to be hitting people on multiple different platforms at the same time. And email is one of those platforms that, unlike Twitter, LinkedIn, isn't really algorithmically based outside of landing in like the primary or promotions folder. What does that mean? It means when you send an email, if somebody's subscribed to it, the reliance on how the algorithm is going to treat your email is not the same as LinkedIn. If you send that email, the person is going to get that email, right? Outside of hitting spam filters and stuff like that. Unlike LinkedIn, there's a big chance that somebody's not gonna see your LinkedIn message or your post because the algorithm might not deem it worthy. And so having a newsletter that you can send out regularly allows you to be present in the person's inbox, and everybody has an email. And what that does is the more present you are with whatever you sell, whether it be Meta, LinkedIn, SEO, Twitter, ghostwriting, YouTube strategy, all that stuff, it allows you to be present, and so that when people are ready to buy, and odds are 98% of people in your list or in your audience who are watching your content aren't ready to buy, when they are, if you have a newsletter that comes out weekly, you're gonna be on their top of their mind. I have so many people from my newsletter, and currently we have about 3,200 people on it who have subscribed 2 years ago, who have then become clients as of, last week, because they weren't ready to buy 2 years ago, but the constant presence of me being on, say, YouTube and on the newsletter has allowed them to position me as the expert when it comes to email and SMS because I'm there all of the time. Now, the newsletter does not promote subject matter expertise like it does for YouTube. Like I said before, YouTube is a beast. I highly recommend you set up a YouTube channel. And no, I don't sell YouTube as a strategy, but I 100% do sell email marketing as a strategy. So if you want some help with that, let me know. But with the newsletter, having that in the back pocket is absolutely essential. Also, the great thing about having a newsletter is that you own that list. Unlike LinkedIn, Twitter, or Instagram, if your account gets shut down, you lose that. It's gone. With your newsletter though, you can take that list anywhere you go, and it is much more of an asset than your Instagram feed or your Instagram following, because you own it. If the Beehive or Klaviyo shuts down your platform, you can take that list, move it over to another platform. The way that you grow that list too is gonna be off the back of your other platforms. This is why I never recommend focusing on one medium in isolation, i.e. focusing on Twitter solely, focusing on YouTube solely, focusing on LinkedIn solely. I like to have multiple touch points so that I can hit people in multiple different areas and also drive people from other areas into one central location that I own. So in this video, for example, if you check the description of the video, there's a link to my newsletter. If you go on my LinkedIn, you'll see there's a link to my newsletter. Same with Twitter, same with Instagram, same with TikTok. It all drives to my newsletter. So I have a central focus so that any traffic I get here isn't wasted. It is pushed into my newsletter that I then own and that I can then consistently keep in touch with and take them with me. And I'm telling you right now, if you ever feel like selling your agency in the future, having a newsletter increases the value of your company because you have a list of people who are interested in buying from you because they subscribe to your newsletter. I highly recommend building it as this point where you drive everybody to. Because unlike other platforms, you own it. And if all the other platforms get shut down, you have your newsletter that you own. Having that newsletter also allows you to sell whenever you need to. You can promote like a sales strategy that you want to do, get in touch with contacts. I use my newsletter in so many interesting ways. I use it to hire staff. I use it to sell my services. I even get other companies to sponsor my newsletter, which generates some pretty healthy revenue for us as well. I sell digital products on it. It's a beast. Newsletters, I think, are really the way to go. Everyone should have a newsletter, just like everyone should have a YouTube channel. Now, how do I grow that newsletter? There's a bunch of ways. The evergreen strategy is just having links in your profile, having links in Twitter, having links in LinkedIn, having links on your YouTube channel, but I also do lead magnets. So if you go onto my other email marketing channel, my other YouTube channel, yes, I have 2. I produce 6 videos every week. I have no life. Basically, on the other channel, you'll see in the description, there's lead magnets, digital products. If you want to get access to this, subscribe to my newsletter and I'll give it to you. And that's a great way to give people incentives to subscribe to that newsletter. And also, having a newsletter is so much more cheap and affordable and nitty-gritty to run. All you have to do is just use your hands and type. Unlike YouTube, I have lights here, I have a camera, I have a microphone. Newsletter, you just type, send it, you're good to go, and it's super, super straightforward. I send 2 emails every single week to about 3,200 people, get good business from it, and it takes me maybe an hour and a half a week. Unlike this takes me 5 to 10 hours every single week. Having a newsletter is a total beast, and it's also incredibly cheap to run. Like Beehive, I think I pay $100 a month, and I recoup that easily just through advertising deals. Get the newsletter started, promote it everywhere that you are, drive people to that central place. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, let me know. I make videos like this 3 times a week and I really don't have anything to sell you. So check your comments down below. I'll answer anything and everything. Subscribe to my newsletter, baby, and I'll see you in the next video.